I would rather stab my eyes out with forks than go to KTV. People who don't get paid to sing should not sing.
Welcome to Mosaic of China, a podcast about people who are making their mark in China. I'm your host, Oscar Fuchs. So this is the second special compilation episode from Season 2, and this one is all about the guests' answers to the question, what is your go-to song to sing at KTV? And as you'll hear from some of the answers, you don't need to be a fan of karaoke to have an answer to this question. If you want to listen to the version of this episode, which includes excerpts of the music that each guest mentions, stop right now and subscribe to the premium version of Mosaic of China on Patreon, Apple or iFadian. Otherwise, you can listen to this version without the music embedded, and instead listen to the song choices separately on the playlists that I've created on Spotify and QQ Music. Check out the Mosaic of China website for the links. Louise Roy, the childbirth and lactation specialist from episode 6.
Oh look, KTV is an art. You've got to choose wisely for the right time in the evening and the right moment of the room and everything. But I think probably my favorite just like kick things off songs would be something like Sweet Child of Mine or something just that you could belt out and get things going.
Belting rock songs.
Just belt it. Just belt it. And like graphic like 80s actions.
Oh, if only there was a video recorder in this room right now. Anyone listening, if you can imagine that kiss photo with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah, that's about it.
Cassandra Chun, the heavy metal bar owner from episode 16.
Oh, Sweet Child of Mine?
That's a classic.
Yes.
But you wouldn't call that heavy, right? That's obviously...
No, but it's pretty enjoyable to sing the song.
Yeah. Michael Kinsey, the fire engineer from episode 25.
So I know one Chinese song. It's called "I Wo Bie Zou." It's a love song.
As in, love me,
don't go.
Right.
Exactly. It's a ballad, fairly simple.
Okay, so ballads means it's slow, so you can actually read the bloody lyrics.
Exactly. And I've memorized the lyrics as well. I can just about read them now. There's no rapping, which is good for me, for my background growing up in the mean streets of Surrey. Yeah, it's just about manageable. You know, I can almost sound okay.
Yes, those are the ones you need to learn. People always like the upbeat ones, but it's too fast.
True.
Alex Shoer, the clean energy entrepreneur from episode 11.
So I always like to surprise and terrify people with my rapping because I come from Atlanta. So I usually rap to Outkast or Ludacris. So Fresh and So Clean is probably my favorite of the Outkast songs. And then I usually do a little freestyle in there, so I kind of make up my own words at some point.
That sounds like you put quite a lot of effort into it.
Well, I do, but I have to make up for all of my friends and colleagues who are singing beautiful, delicate Chinese songs in harmony, in the right pitch, trained, you know, and since I can't really do those Chinese songs very well, this is how I build my guanxi in other ways.
Zhang Zhiyuan, the humanities professor from episode 3.
I have a really good knowledge about Taiwanese gangster songs. So I sing all the Taiwanese gangster songs. For example, one say is being lonely, 孤单.
孤单,
Yeah.
Right.
It's not that sort of romantic being lonely. It's how he walked along his criminal life by himself.
Nonolo Bengu, the African community organizer from episode 14.
It's anything, man. Like whatever feels good in the moment, you know. One that I did recently is Ordinary People.
Oh, which
John
one?
Legend. Because that song is one I think I can handle for now. So that's what I've been singing recently.
It's in your range.
Yes, it's in my range exactly. Yes.
Michelle Chu, the improvisational comedian from episode 20.
Oh, I was saying, 我的心里只有你没有他. I only have you in my heart. There's no space for anyone else.
Who sings that?
Huang Xiaohu, a singer from Taiwan.
Okay.
I love this song because it's in my key. It's still in the tone. I feel comfortable about this. And it's a little bit jazz style and a little bit drama style. And also 1980s disco.
Oh, that's peak Michelle. All right, I will.
我的心里只有你，没有他。你可知道我的情意并不假。
Oh. That's a free performance. Wendy Saunders, the architect from episode 12. What would be your song?
Something from the 80s. Club Tropicana or something. Bring me back to my childhood.
Douglas C., the island businessman from episode 15.
I have a go-to song that people want me to sing at KTV.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World.
Oh, you have got quite a deep voice, is that why?
Yeah, but it's just because they want to hear me impersonate him.
Oh, you can do an impersonation?
Yeah. So once people get drunk enough, or if I get drunk enough, that song somehow always ends up. And it's not, because the thing is, the version on the KTV machines isn't even very good.
It's a crappy song. Giovanna Zhang, the handicrafts designer from episode 8.
Because I don't do singing, I really don't know how to sing, so it's gonna be ABBA.
Which one?
Money, money, money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I always sing it in duet with somebody.
Murray King, the public affairs leader from episode 29.
There's a few, but I guess the one that I like to sing if I can sing with somebody else, because it's probably more known as a female song. Ho Lai, Liu Ruoying.
Okay.
It's a song, by a Taiwanese singer that probably is 15, 20 years old now. And, when I learned Chinese and I tried to improve my colloquial Chinese, I did it by trying to listen to more Chinese pop music. It's a great way to entertain yourself and learn a language. And it's just one of the early songs that, it's kind of just a tune that stuck with me and, kind of gnawed at me and stayed with me. And so you have to learn one song, right? You need your karaoke song. So that was my song because nobody would have expected I could sing that song, right? It's not like 对面的女孩看过来, which is very common.
Vladimir Jurovic, the brand naming expert from episode 13.
I was actually, I think, terrorized because one of my first trip and my first internship in China, we happened to sing in a lobby of a hotel.
Oh.
And I realized that my singing was going in the whole building.
What?
So
what kind of terrible hotel was this?
It's a building, it's the hotel in Shenyang, 1999 or 2000. So it was a long time ago. But today, if I had to do it, I would probably go for Zhen Xianqi, which is a Chinese pop singer 20 years ago. He sing very simple songs like 对面的女孩看过来, this type of thing, very light-hearted, and I think that I can do.
Zhao Huiling, the Africa travel vlogger from episode 28.
Ooh, something from Britney Spears. Hit me baby one more time.
Wow, she means it. DJ B.O., the DJ from episode 23.
Chuck Berry and Johnny Be Good is such a great song which has a great spirit to it. There's a story. People know it from Back to the Future. It's got a very, very easy chorus for people to sing along to, and it's great.
Zhang Yuan, the performance art exhibitor from episode 7.
I hate KTV.
But come on, if you drink too many beers, are you never tempted to have a sing?
Of course I would. But they would coerce me to sing with them, I would sing You Are Not Alone.
Oh,
you know that?
Yeah. I do. Michael Jackson,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Why that one?
Because people, when you group together, you sing karaoke, you are lonely in a way. Yeah. But you're saying you're not alone. But for me it's...
so it really touched your heart.
Yeah,
actually.
it's kind of touching in a way. Yeah, yeah, but the song itself is touching. Yeah, it's a good song.
Björn Dahlman, the Swedish clown from episode 17.
The title song of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon So I wanted to become an actor because I saw Michael Jackson on TV and I wanted to become Michael Jackson. And too late, I realized that if you want to be a singer, you need to hit tones, which I was never really interested in. So I became an actor. That was as close as I could get. But that also means when I was in high school, I wanted to be in all these musicals that they put up in that high school. And since I couldn't sing, I always get to play the drunk guy, because then I can drunk sing. I think that's when I started to do comedy. I really love to do the Crouching Tiger song in Chinese because it's so beautiful, and me trying to hit tones, it's a mess.
I don't actually know that. I'm going to have to find that out. How does it go?
Oh, I hate you. 在我醒来，睡在夜光里，小心月让我想你。It's a girl singing, and yeah.
Oh.
I'm having fun. The audience is like, oh, bloody hell.
Catherine Wong, the Peruvian healer from episode 4.
I've stopped going to KTV for so long, but at home, John Legend, all of you.
Oh, nice. I would say that's quite a sensual song, really.
Yes.
Are you a romantic Latin type after all?
I am.
Casey Hall, the fashion journalist from episode 22.
These days, I've become a lot more au fait with Disney songs over the last couple of years, so I could bang out any number of Disney classics right now at karaoke. And
in Chinese even? Let it go.
Suitaba. Yep. I don't know any of the other words aside from Suitaba.
That's good enough. Ji-young, the transgender teacher from episode 30.
From Me to You by the Beatles.
Nice.
Because most of them have it, so I can expect it. And it's short. And it's easy, and it immediately puts me in a good mood.
You've rationalized that pretty well, actually. Sean Harmon, the beer company CEO from episode 9.
You know, I wish I was a better singer, but I'm not great at KTV. I'm not the star of the room by any means. If I have to sing, and I will sing. I do like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the range of the lead singer, Anthony Kiedis, he doesn't get too high or too low.
Ah, right.
So it's manageable without completely embarrassing yourself. Maybe By the Way, if I have to choose one.
Stéphane Ouimet, the head of consumer insights at L'Oréal from episode 1.
I am so happy and relieved that KTV today is no longer as relevant because there are new ways of entertainment today. You think back to when KTV was so important, there wasn't social media, there wasn't TikTok, there weren't all these different sources of entertainment. And so KTV brought people together for the purpose of entertainment. So of course KTV is still there, but it has been digitalized like many things. And for me, I love that because I sing so horribly. But I do have a song. It's from an older Chinese rock singer called Xu Wei. It's called The Blue Lotus. And I like it. It's very interesting. The lyrics are quite easy and there's no real ups and downs, very zen. So for me, very easy to sing, or easier to sing. KTV is a humbling exercise, is it not?
Right. Coco Santi, the drag performer from episode 5.
I am not a singer. I have no musical bone in my body. I really don't. I like musicals. I like Broadway musicals, but I mostly just kind of like chill at KTV while my friends, who are all performance people, sing. But I'm pretty good at Super Bass by Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't sing, but I think I can. I can't rap. I can't rap either. My eldest brother is a rapper, and he's pretty famous in the underground scene in Boston.
Right.
But I am not a rapper. I'm not.
Maybe you're being hard on yourself because your brother is a professional rapper, but actually you're not bad.
I mean, he's not that good, so I know that I'm not that good.
Jamie Barris, the street food expert from episode 2.
I'm such a bad singer. It is
so embarrassing. It's Super Bass by Nicki Minaj because I don't actually have to sing. I just get to rap.
I kind of want to see you do that pregnant right now. Why am I saying that?
You're right. I actually, my friends are like, oh, we should go to KTV. And I'm like, can we do daytime KTV? Because I'm not going to drink anyway. So it'll be, yeah.
Yeah, because you really have to do sober KTV, and that's hard.
Yeah.
Vittorio Francese, the lawyer from episode 27.
I think that I have to talk about my favorite Chinese song that I like to sing at KTV. It's called Woman Bu Yang. It's a very popular song from Da Zhuang. I don't know the author well except for this song, but I really like to sing it, especially when there's the refrain part. It reaches some high tones. I love to try to get them well, though it doesn't really happen often.
Yeah, but if you're drunk, you don't care, right?
The other people care, though. They still notice it.
Dan Majid, the Tibetan social enterprise leader from episode 10.
I haven't been to KTV for so many years.
Maybe it's because you don't drink alcohol, is that right?
Yeah, yes. That probably.
Totally.
Yeah.
But maybe if you drink enough yak milk, you'll get some kind of high.
Yeah.
Crystal Mo, the fine dining expert from episode 26.
I would rather stab my eyes out with forks than go to KTV.
You have obviously been, though. You haven't been able to avoid it entirely.
I really have only been maybe 3 times in my early career in China before I realized that I will never go again. People who don't get paid to sing should not sing.
Seth Harvey, the education coach from episode 19.
Oh, sorry. I'm such a big hater of KTV.
Ooh.
I know. I haven't got it memorized down, but there's a Chinese song called 为什么你背着我爱别人? And that translates to why did you betray me? Why did you love someone else? But for me, that's that song that represents my first year in China. And it was always on the radio, and it has this very super nice melody. Dun, 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 dun. And whenever you try to sing this in KTV, it depresses all of the Chinese people.
Oh.
It's a very sad and an emotional song, but man, the melody is so nice. So I guess that's my KTV revenge, is that I told you I didn't want to go, and now I'm going to depress all of you with this beautiful, sad song.
The perfect weapon. AJ Jane, the car designer from episode 21.
I've never been to KTV. And now I'm never going to get a chance because my daughters have got microphones at home with their speaker system and they own them. Yeah,
Yes.
so they want me to appreciate their singing.
Ah.
You know, shuck doo 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 or whatever.
Oh, that's going to be your song.
No, I'm not allowed to sing that one.
Joe McFarland, the product sourcing leader from episode 18.
I have not got one Oscar because if you heard my singing voice... No, honestly, I've said to my friends, have I got the worst singing voice you've ever heard? And they all go, yes. I like singing stupid things like Robbie Williams' Angels is always a popular one.
Yeah, and who cares if it's good or bad? Salome Chen, the investor and developer from episode 24.
Sorry, I don't sing songs. I'm a terrible singer. For me, it was like, I didn't know I was a terrible singer. You know, when you're a kid, you don't know. You just try to sing songs. And I was a good student, so when we have this music exam, I did the paperwork very well. 4 score always. And my teacher told me, you didn't need to sing. You passed the exam. And really, she just let me pass exam. 60. Exactly, not even 61. How bad that mean?
Thank you for listening to today's compilation. I know from doing these interviews that karaoke seems to be a dying art for many people in China, but since I remain a fan, I've decided to keep asking this question to the guests of next season. In fact, I was feeling a little nostalgic about when I first got into karaoke while living in Western Japan, and in the back of my mind, I remember I had a photo somewhere to prove it. And wouldn't you know, I managed to find it, and I've posted it on social media. So please search for Mosaic of China on Instagram and Facebook to see it, or add me on WeChat to join one of the listeners groups there. It was taken in 1999 in Okayama City, back when I used to still have brown hair. And bonus points if you can guess the song I'm singing just from the lyrics on the screen. No cheating! Mosaic of China is me, Oscar Fuchs, with artwork by Denny Newell. The next episode will be released in 2 weeks' time, and it'll be an anthology of the things that still surprise the guests about life in China. I'll see you then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you so much.